Good evening, Coin community, and welcome back to yet another weekly Coins.ph live stream. I'm your host, community manager for Coins.ph, Jaffa, or JC, as you guys might know me. And for tonight's discussion, this is a shout out, I guess, to a big chunk of our community members over at the Coins.ph coin community. A lot of you guys are gamers who've been with us ever since the early days of the GameFi era from 2020 and 2021. And you've probably been an early coins user from those days when the GameFi era was at its highest. And for tonight, I think this is also our first discussion in a long while about Web3 gaming, where that community is, and what's the industry like by the people who are actively building for the communities in Web3 gaming. And we also want to talk about a bit more about community building, because maybe some of our viewers have also attended the Partners Day that they held, I think, last month in March. So maybe you guys are also in the attendance, and you guys can relive those memories with us here. Tell us also in the comments if you're watching, what your experience at the Partners Day was like, or maybe about some of the games that our partner WEMIX also has. And don't forget to ask your questions also for Shane, who will be joining us tonight. And if your question is chosen, then we'll also be sending you guys USDT that you can use. So please do ask your questions about WeMix for Shane over in our comment sections, wherever you are watching from. And I hope that you enjoyed tonight's discussion. Hopefully, it's very fruitful and you guys get a better idea of where Web3 gaming and community building in 2026 is going to be heading this coming year. So without further ado, I guess I'd like to bring up on stage Shane. So Shane is the VP for WeMade and also the CEO of WeMix. So thank you, Shane, so much for joining us for our Ask Me Anything session for tonight. Hopefully, we get a lot of good questions from our community gamers. Maybe Shane, before we start, how are you doing? How is
Good.
Partners Day?
I'm good. Thank you. I'm good. Hello, everyone. I'm Shane Kim. As he mentioned, I'm the EVP of WeMade, and at the same time, I'm the CEO of WEMIX. Actually, I'm the founder of WEMIX project since 2018. Very nice to meet you tonight, and enjoy this AMA. Yeah.
Awesome. So I didn't know you were the founder also. So I guess we'd love to hear it, straight from you, because 2018, wow, that's like two market cycles ago. There's a lot of, I guess, lessons in history that our community can probably learn and, I guess, listen to the stories that you've had through those market cycles. So I guess we can jump right into it, Shane. And my first question segues, jumps off right from that, right? So WeMix has been through multiple market cycles in 2026. What are you and the team doing differently today compared to the early GameFi era of Web3 and crypto?
Okay. In the early GamePi days, maybe 2020, 2021, the climax of the GamePi, uh, Pastly, there was a lot of there are much money in the market. Yeah, right. So token prices were going up, and everyone was very optimistic. Uh, Many people said a new era has arrived, and people say that a Web3 game uh, will innovate the game industry and the habitants of the gamers and everything. But it didn't last long. Token prices crashed as games lost players, and the optimism faded away, as you know. Now the Web3 game market wants real result, real performance project, and long-term value. The days of making money just through the flash marketing, sexy marketing are ending, I believe. Remix was built with sustainability as a top goal from the very beginning. Since our parent company WeMade is, as you know, publicly listed company in Korea. So we have always followed regulations and focused on the long-term business. It's inevitable. Yeah. It's now clear that releasing a new game token for every game is not a good long-term plan. Instead of doing that, WEMIX focuses on making the WEMIX coin more useful. So the WEMIX coin is the heart of our ecosystem, and it needs to be stronger for everything to last. Yeah. So we really want to that WEMIX coin get the more universal usages and strong power in terms of the ecosystem and in terms of the our holders and investors. Yeah.
Thank you, Shane. Yeah, I mean, you guys have been around for a while, and as you said, there used to be a lot of sexy marketing, right? But I think as the crypto industry is maturing, we have to find ways to, as you mentioned, bring real value to like your token
Mm.
holders, to your community members, get feedback from them, and build towards what they want, but also helping the industry move forward. So I guess to move on to the next question I have, so I wanted to ask you, maybe, how is WeMix approaching community building differently today compared to before?
Yeah. Actually, our approach is not very different from the past years. We always focusing on our attitudes and goals for community, and the most important thing for us is the real user experience, not just a marketing and just a short-term hype. Many blockchain projects bring in KOLs to talk about the bright futures that doesn't really exist. They gather a big community initially through the airdrops or KOL marketings and so many actions, but it disappears quickly because there are no real value and real service behind it. We are very careful to avoid this. As I mentioned, sustainability is the top priority of the WEMIX project and WEMIX team. We have top quality blockchain games and a solid blockchain platform to support them, so we can give users real experience through the games and platforms. We've been proving this consistently since our first game launched in 2020. We believe strongest community is that builds on the real user experience. It's really important. I have an experience more than 25 years in Korean IT industries. I worked in the largest Korean IT company like Naver or Kakao, and I really believe that the user experience is the core and the essence of the service value and the community value. As you know, it's very different of just general commodity or fashions or products. If you want to buy shoes from Nike or Adidas, you have to spend about $100 to purchase it. But in the online service or gaming service, you don't need to pay for this. You just turn on your mobile phone, turn on your PCs, and install the program or just type the URL for the service, and then you can experience the service without cost. Yeah. So the it then means there is about almost no entry barriers for online services and technology-based services. So I believe the most important thing is the user experience. It's because it's very easy to create a user experience in terms of the online service, right? It's very different from the product. So we always focus on the user experience. Yeah.
Thank you, Shane. Yeah, I think user experience is very important, especially when getting new people into crypto. Because I think in our other talks also with different people, that user experience can be a big entry barrier to usage, to adoption. So I think
Mhm.
optimizing for that, making sure that when people start using Web3 games or Web3 wallets, different platforms, that user experience is very optimized. And I guess to move on to my next question, so speaking of user experience, so with WeMix, what kind of player experience are you aiming to deliver across the WeMix ecosystem? And maybe you can talk a bit more about the key titles, which I see in the
Mm,
comments people are familiar with. They've probably played them already. What titles are driving that vision of
yeah.
that player experience you are creating?
Okay. Thank you for a good question. What we want is not just get rewarded from a game. We want players to be fairly rewarded for the time and effort they put into a game, and we want the rewards can be turned into a real economic value. Yeah, actually, it's a very certified and solid habitants and the kind of trends in the online games industries, and we want to that kind of trends or that kind of system to the bright side, not the dark side. As you know, include the Korea, most of the gaming item trading market, I felt that the kind of the located in the gray area. So in Korea, uh, uh, last past 20 years, there are so many arguings and even shoes through the court, and there are so many argue about the economic value of the gaming items or gaming goods, right? Yeah. So we really want to that kind of the habitants uh, into the bright side. Since 2021, we've used the term play and on, not play to on. In 2021, we launched our first successful game called Mid 4. And then all the people relate to the market and the VCs or everyone uh, crazy to the P2E, but we don't want to use the P2E. Play not to play to on. We believe that play and on. That means uh, play and on has the same priority, not just the playing game for the earning. Yeah. We think it's important to offer great gameplay and a fun experience first, and then make sure players are fairly rewarded for their time and effort. Yeah, it's our kind of philosophy. Yeah, right now, the title reading this vision is clearly Legend of Ymir, launched October last year. And we made a bold decision through Ymir, Legend of Ymir. I will call it Ymir shortly. We didn't create its own game token for Ymir. Instead, we built all the tokenomics around the WEMIX coin. Yeah, it was a big move for us, big challenge for us, and it brought both result and inspirations to us. Going forward, all WEMIX ecosystem and tokenomics will be designed around the WEMIX coin. Finally, we feel and we recognize that the WEMIX coin is the our core value for the ecosystem. So all the games and dApps on WEMIX ecosystem and the tokenomics will be designed based on the WEMIX coin. Yeah. And as you know, we have several famous game titles like Mir 4, rolled out in 2021, and the Night Crows launched in 2024. And all the games are developed by ourselves, we made. And there are many other games in the WeMix ecosystem. But nowadays, anyway, the Emir and Nightcrow and Mirfo are the most successful game in the ecosystem. Yeah.
Thank you, Shane.
Mm.
Yeah, I think so. You did mention Night Crows, Mirror 4, and Legends of Ymir. But I think Legends of Ymir is very fresh in people's minds because it came out towards the end of 2025. So I've seen like some of my friends in the community play it, create content, and I guess
Oh.
the next question I want to touch on about that is with your activations here in the Philippines. So I guess recently you
Mm.
launched the Legend of Ymir Manila server, hosted an offline partners day with local gaming guilds. What was the, I guess, background behind those activations, those decisions, and I guess maybe what does the recent listing that you have with us at Coins.ph, connect to those
Mm.
activations here in the Philippines?
Mhm. Yeah. Philippines is the one of the most important market to WEMIX. Yeah, definitely. The Philippines is the most active country among all regions where Legend of Ymir is available. Through events like the Ymir Cup, held in the last month in Singapore, we could clearly see how engaged Filipino players are and how active the guilds are. For WeMade, the Philippines is not just another market. It's a community we want to grow with. Our recent activities are how we put that feelings into actions. We opened a server named Manila after the Philippine city. We also opened a partner server led by the Global Web3 Gaming Guild YGG and popular Filipino game streamer Kriyanik. Yeah, right? Kriyanik, yeah. So the local community can directly take part in running the server. We also held a partner day in Manila where we met around 100 people, including streamers, top players, and partner server readers. We showed them the Loon Pirates demo before launch, yeah, and shared our updates roadmap, held PvP event match with our developers, and gathered players' feedback. Yeah, WeMade is also adding in-game content like Philippines themed DC and companions to connect more deeply with the local market, Philippine market. The fact that we invested in server infrastructure, community management, offline events, and in-game localization, all at the same time, shows how much we value the Philippine communities, and we will continue in this direction. And Coins.ph, about the Coins.ph, Coins listing of the Coins.ph is the really important milestone that shows our commitment to the Philippine market. Working with Coins.ph, the largest exchange in the Philippines, I believe, yeah, I heard that, yeah, to reach more users and build our community, is very meaningful. And moreover, we hope to contribute the growth of the Web3 market and Web3 industry in Philippines together with Coins.ph. Yeah.
Right. Thank you, Shane. I guess the next question, that I have, maybe we can talk a bit more about looking ahead and where the future of Web3 gaming, is going, and where the future of WeMix is going in 2026. So, I mean, you mentioned you founded WeMix, started in 2018.
Mm,
Where do you see gaming, heading
mm,
this 2026, and how is WeMix preparing for that? So almost 8 going on 9 years soon.
yeah. Yeah, very good question, and that is and very hard to answer question at the same time. Yeah, and honestly, the Web3 gaming industry is going through a very tough time, right? Yeah, many people call this period as a crypto winter. The basic reason is that Web3 games have failed to satisfy gamers, I believe. It has become clear that what makes a game successful is the fun of the game itself, core value. Yeah. Now, a token with skyrocketing price, go to the moon. That's not a core value. Game token prices will eventually fall, yeah, and eventually have fluctuations. I've onboarded many games to WEMIX ecosystem, WEMIX Play, and I've invested many Web3 gaming projects. But honestly, I wonder how many studios truly kept working hard to make their Web3 games successful. Where they just no, they were just attracted to the short-term hype or bubbles or just market trends. But I believe market is not that easy. Yeah, it always separates the real and the fake. Always market works, and always the users are right. For the Web3 gaming market to rise again, it will need high quality games and at the same time strong blockchain infrastructures to support them. Great games backed by great new technology. WeMix is the most prepared project for this. Yeah. Our parent company WeMade, as I mentioned, is a Korean listed gaming company. Have more than 20 years history of the online gaming and mobile gaming. We have the strongest gaming development pipeline, manufacturing pipeline along all blockchain game projects globally. Uh, Even right now, around 1,000 developers in Korea are working to develop a new AAA game. And now, in the night, many of our developers still working hard for developing a new AAA game. Yeah, we can release at least one AAA game per year, at least, and no other blockchain project has this strength. It's our competitiveness and our strength. We will keep launching top quality Web3 games combined with blockchain technology. This year, Nightcrow 2 and Mid 5 are scheduled to launch. On top of that, we will support these games with more than 8 years of WEMIX blockchain technology and platform experience. While many blockchain projects has gone quiet and inactive now, the WEMIX team, with backing by a solid parent company and revenue, will keep moving toward. Yeah. So sometimes, as you know, the Korean investors are the most uh, biggest portion of our holders and investors. So many investors exist in Korea, and people ask me that the future of the WeMix, and I always said to them like this: if yeah, frankly speaking, WeMix is not the top 10 blockchain project globally, but after 5 years or 10 years, uh, after collapsing the bubble of this industry, if the only 10 projects can survive, definitely one of these projects is WeMix. Yeah, I believe. Yeah.
I love the confidence. Thank you, Shane. And yes, you mentioned Night Crows too, so that's super exciting. Can't wait to see more content about that. But yeah, I think there's also a lot of like questions that are coming in. So maybe Shane or Jins in the backstage, if you see something that you think you want to take on, please do let me know as well. Before we touch on the community questions. But last two questions from my end.
Mhm.
So you did mention, as you mentioned, Night Crows too. But I think maybe some of the things that you can talk about with this next question about upcoming developments in Remix that you are most excited for. So it can be upcoming games, community features, or campaigns, events. What are those things in 2026 that you're looking forward to?
Yeah. What? Uh, as a matter of fact, we have many projects under developing in the works, and the most important projects are the new AAA blockchain game, right? As I mentioned, Nightcrow 2 and Mid 5 will be launched in within this year. Through these games, we will offer the best Web3 gaming experience and build a more advanced WEMIX ecosystems, and we will challenge the next stage or next level of the game tokenomics. WEMIX always has challenged the new system and new tokenomics, and yeah, frankly speaking, we can find the eternal answer for the game tokenomics and the Web3 gaming tokenomics, but we are trying to, and we always uh, have tried for these goals. So we will challenge a new and fresh game tokenomics. Uh, yeah, definitely it designed the around the WEMIX coin. Yeah, uh, and we will keep trying to find the best answer for the Web3 game and the tokenomics. And we will also keep improving the platform that supports these games, making easier to play, to trade, and to find informations for users. At the same time, it's not related to the game. We want to expand the WEMIX ecosystem. One of our major goal is to make the WEMIX coin more widely usable, uh, has universal usages, including in finance. As you know, the most biggest and important topics in the blockchain industry right now are in the financial area, coming from financial area, especially the merging of traditional finance and the on-chain finance, yeah, or blockchain finance. For example, like stable coins or STOs and RWAs, right? Mhm. And WIMIX team is paying close attention to these trends. We want to WIMIX coin to be used for everyday payment, not just in game, like buying things or paying for food and so on. We are in talks with partners to make this possible. In fact, we already have a payment module called WingsPay. Yeah, we have already have a payment module, which is currently used only in the game, Web3 games. But we want to expand to payment module to the other areas where it can be used. WeMix Pay launched early last year and is currently our fastest growing service and kind of service and modules. We and Yeah, it's just at this time it's my just hope and just plan. So it's not have so much possibility. Just but uh, I just say to just Philippine community, uh, we also want to activate tokenized stocks and assets within the WEMIX ecosystem. Imagine you farm the great items through Metaphor or email, and then you can sell the items and get the WEMIX coin, right? And now almost every users, all of the users, just selling WEMIX pod cash. But if we uh, utilize the tokenized stocks, you instead of just selling WEMIX coin, uh, you can buy stocks of Tesla or stocks of Apple or stocks of Google. Yeah, right. I believe that that's the real and next level PNE, right? you can play game and on the WEMIX, and then you can be the shareholders of Tesla, and
Yep.
you can be the shareholders of Apple. It's
Yep.
cool, I believe. Yeah, but it's just
Right.
a plan. So we are now under discussing in various partners, but it's it's not easy way to implement it. Yeah, right. As you know, in terms of the regulations and the liquidity. There are so many hurdles to implement it, but we will keep trying. Yeah.
Thank you, Shane. Yeah, I think that's a very nice plan. Be able to, play your games and then be able to be shareholder or, invest in these different kinds of stocks. Yeah, I think, okay, so last question maybe from me. And this one's for our community, since one of the things we like to do here at the Coins AMA Community Wednesday is to get our community involved with the projects that we have on the show more. So maybe my last question before we move on to community questions is, what should the Coins community watch out for in the coming months, and how can they get involved in those things?
Yeah. The second half of the 2026 this year will be an important time for the entire WEMIX ecosystem. Yeah. Mid-Fall celebrates its global fifth anniversary in August with a major update. And Nightcrawl has a summer update coming in July, and we are looking on new elements to boost tokenomics actively. And Legend of Emir hits its global 1 year anniversary in October. This anniversary isn't just a celebration; it's a moment where we can show the next chapter of the game built on everything we achieved so far. On top of that, as mentioned, WeMade is also preparing new AAA games with existing games expanding and new games launching at the same time. This will be period full of the new opportunities for players in the WeMix ecosystem. The best ways to stay involved is to follow each game's official Discord and social channels for updates. We will also keep creating events and programs where the community can directly participate.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Shane. And yes, I guess to our community members, do join the social channels, the discords of the different games, if you want to get more involved with the games under the WeMix ecosystem. So Shane, thank you for answering my questions. Okay,
My
so let's
pleasure.
move on to some of the questions from the community. We have a lot. And shout out also to 292 live viewers. So thank you for tuning in. I guess the first question that I have for you, Shane, is this one. So let me just pull that up. The first question I have comes from our Twitter,
Mm.
and they ask.
Mm.
So ramoscz.grvt on Twitter, they ask, with WeMix being listed on Coins, how do you see this partnership helping Filipino players?
Oh, pardon, what kind of partnership?
I guess like maybe the listing, right? Like, so you
Listing.
listed with us, yeah,
Mm.
and maybe, yeah, because you
Mm.
can probably do more campaigns, marketing.
Yeah, you mean the listing of the Coins.ph, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, as I mentioned, Philippines is the one of our largest and most important market globally, and users coming from Philippines are really active and really support us. So it was very important that list Remix coins to the major Philippine exchanges, and that was the Coins.ph, right? Coins.ph is the the largest exchange in the Philippines. So we really hope and expect that we can meet more users and more communities through the Coins.ph, and we really want to support the holders and users for WEMIX ecosystems through the listing of Coins.ph. And we will make strength for partnerships within the WEMIX and the Coins.ph.
Thank you, Shane. Thank you, Ramos. So I hope that answers your question. The next question I have, so we chose this one out also. I think this one is good for your developers, so people who want to build on WeMix. So this one comes from our frequent viewer, Ilavipet on Twitter. They ask, many developers hesitate to build on Web3. And where
Hmm.
does WeMix, reduce friction and make it easier for these developers to build on your ecosystem?
Uh, Yeah, there are several technical aspects to lower the hurdles for developers. For example, the binder, it's a kind of middleware. Uh, as you know, most of the good game, fine and good quality games are existing in the Web2 game area. So, uh, in the very first beginning, we focused on the good traditional Web2 games into the Web3 gaming. So we developed the binder, the middleware to support the traditional game servers or game legacy systems can be easily connected with the smart contract and the Web3 technologies. And moreover, we have several technical features for help developers to publish or deploy dApps or games on the WEMIX ecosystems. But this AMA is not the technical session, so yeah. Uh, I believe the most important thing, as I mentioned, of the problem of the Web3 gaming, the problem is that coming from the basic and essential problems of the Web3 industry or Web3 gaming. So we really want to show the possibility and the result of the Web3 gaming success. And if we can show the success of Web3 game, and then naturally more and more developers want to be onboarded on the WEMIX ecosystem. And then at the same time, we will help the game developers or developers in terms of the legal and financial areas. We always solve the trouble of the developers in terms of the legal and financial area. Yeah. If I explain to this kind of things, it takes too long time. So I want to just make short. But anyway, we help developers in all aspects of the business and development. And then if some developers want to onboard the WEMIX ecosystem, even our developers directly help them they can be onboarded on the WEMIX ecosystem.
All right. Thank you, Elavipet, and thank you, Shane, for answering that. I guess the next question I have that we wanted to um, choose out comes from Twitter. So Ilham Hoki, they ask, maybe what is Nile DAO's role in the WeMix community building and any big plans for 2026? I did a quick Google search on what Nile is. So I'm guessing they're a big community or a DAO based in Korea, if I'm not mistaken, but please do enlighten me. And yeah, maybe you are familiar with Nile DAO. Maybe you can tell the viewers from the Nile DAO what your plans are for them in 2026.
Uh, uh, yeah, basically, Nile is going to through the hard times for their presence or their performance. Yeah, actually, Nile is for the NFT marketplace, basically. But as you know, the NFT market uh, has been collapsed, has collapsed globally. So now every NFT holders are suffering from the poor price and hard to sell them. So basically, Nile platform for the NFT is hard to utilize or make active, more active in this year. But the DAO system is still working. We have a service called WePublic. WePublic is now launched in the Korea, and the WePublic is based on the DAO system. So our goal is to implement the transparent kind of donations and transparent ESG activities of the company, and it can be implemented through the DAO system. So we still use our DAO system related to the Nile, and we have also one more important DAO system called WonderDAO. WonderDAO is a mechanism and DAO to participate the governance of WEMIX 3.0, our mainnet ecosystem. Users can users can I'm not uh, users can join the our governance through WonderDAO, and it is very important in our infrastructures for WEMIX 3.0, our mainnet. So basically, our DAO system is still used in the various ways and areas, but the Nile itself has a tough time. So we are uh, we are seriously thinking about the future of the Nile. Yeah.
You, Shane. And Ilham, thank you for your question. Hope that answers some of the questions you have for the Nile Now community. Okay. So Jins, also let me know if you have other questions that you'd want Shane to address for the community. But I also chose some questions for you, Shane. I think this one I like this from Facebook. So this one it comes from someone who I think doesn't know a lot about crypto. They're a new user from our Facebook. So Genesis Mago, they ask for someone who knows nothing about crypto but loves to play. What are you doing to make joining the WeMix community, the WeMix ecosystem, as easy as creating a Facebook or social media account?
Yeah, yeah. That's a good question. Yeah. From the very beginning of the WEMIX project, it's the our main concerns about the Web3 gaming project, blockchain gaming project. Uh, do you know that the WEMIX wallet is the world first wallet that adopt the social login in 2019? In 2019, there are some wallets in the market like MetaMask, uh, but there are no wallets can support the social login using the Google authentication or Apple authentication or Facebook authentication. But we believe that the most important thing is that lowering the hurdle of the Web3 service. So we decided that we have to adapt the social login to our wallet. So it's related to the question. Uh, so we designed our blockchain game that users don't need to install the wallet for playing game. Users can play game without wallet. They can enjoy the game just like the Web2 game. But the user obtain the NFTs or tokens through the game, and then the user need to install the wallet for using them and trading them. So it's the exactly same in the email global. in the immunoglobal, users from some countries prohibited the gaming, Web3 gaming, uh, can play games without installing the wallet. You just can enjoy the game and play the game just like Web2 game. But certain user want to trade or buy items through the crypto, and then he need to install the wallet. It's the most important thing that we lowering the entry barrier of the game users, and it's very different from the kind of native Web3 games past years. So it's our result of serious thinking and long discussing. Yeah.
Thank you, Genesis, for that question. Hope that answers your question. Okay, so maybe one or two more questions just to wrap
Okay.
up the session. So thank you, Shane, for answering them too. I like this one also from one of our frequent viewers. So Gian Ellie, Facebook. They ask what makes a Web3 gaming community sustainable over time, especially after the initial hype fades. And maybe you can answer this well because you've been around for like 8 years now.
Yeah, as I mentioned, it depends on the game. Web3 games can offer the real value or real user experience that can be sustainable. Yeah. Yeah, there were so many famous games in the Web3 gaming history. I don't want to mention the name of the games, but I think everyone knows about that. Yeah, but I believe that some games fail to offer the real value and the core value of the games, like fun. Uh, so they are not sustainable. So I say repeatedly that the most important thing is that we can offer the core value of the game, fun. Yeah, right. And then, moreover, we can combine with the blockchain technology, and we can make the users' effort, time and effort into the real economic value. Blockchain is kind of a support technology, supporting technology. Yeah. So it, the Web3 gaming communities can be sustainable. Yeah, I'd like say that the games uh, engaged in the community can offer the core value of the game. Yeah. So uh, 2021 we launched Mid 4, and at that time there are some more very successful games in Web3 industry. But now at this time, Mid 4 has maintained more than 100K concurrent users still maintain, but the other games don't have users, so it's very different from the core value of the game. Yeah.
Thank you, Gian, for that question. Um, I think maybe we have time for maybe like one more question from the community. So I guess maybe the last question, maybe that I'd like to pick out is this one. So I think this can tie in also because you mentioned guilds earlier in your partner day. And I guess maybe you have maybe community managers who are in contact with your different communities also, right? So Chris Edgren, they ask, so guilds are like gaming communities. They play a huge role in early adoption of games. How relevant are they today, in the WEMIX ecosystem? And you guys had that partner day, so it shows that you came here to activate their community with us. But maybe in 2026 or moving forward for Filipino guilds or guilds across your player base, other countries, maybe what are some plans you have also for those player guilds, those communities?
Yeah. Yeah. Player community and guilds are really important for the Web3 gaming. Yeah, not even Web3 gaming, for the Web3, even Web2 gaming. So it's always the top priority for the game studios and publishers. Yeah, right. Yeah, we always offer the more values to the gaming guild or community, but it's very hard to uh, say exactly how much the value can be put into the gaming communities within 2 months or within this year. But anyway, the one clear thing is that uh, gaming guild and community is the most important our uh, the most important part of our considerations and our business. So we really want to expand the roles and even benefits for the gaming guilds more and more. As I mentioned, stay tuned and please watch our Discord or social channels. We will prepare more benefits or events for community and for users. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Shane,
Thank you.
for tuning in, for answering all the questions, and also to Jin in the back end for picking out good questions and also translating them as needed. And to our community members who tuned in and watched our AMA with Shane, the founder and CEO of WEMIX. So thank you very much, Shane and Jin, and to the team for tuning in. For our community members, shout out to the 370 people who have watched tonight's broadcast. Thank you for tuning in from our Facebook, Twitter, and all of our different platforms. Thank you very much for joining us for tonight's discussion. I'm JC or Jaffa, the community manager for Coins. Maybe Shane, any last message for the audience and the community who is watching tonight?
Yeah. First, thank you very much for having me here tonight, AMA for Coins.ph. And as I mentioned, we will survive and we will get the sustainability in the global blockchain project. So please, looking forward to our future actions and stay tuned. We will show you and show the community more actions and more expansion of the WEMIX ecosystem. And even JC, if you visit Korea someday, you can use WEMIX for the shopping or food, paying for food in Korea. I definitely like to do. And at the same time, our mother company WeMade are preparing the license of KRW stablecoin for the Korean regulators. As a, EVP of WeMade, I'm in charge of the KRW stablecoin project. So, based on our experience and technology, more than 8 years through WeMix, uh, we will expand our business to various initiatives and industries and business. So, uh, please. Uh, Sometimes please criticize our bad things, but sometimes please make applause or make praise, get some praise for our WeMix future actions. Thank you.
Thank you, Shane. Yes, exciting. Hope your Korean one stablecoin goes well, and all the plans you mentioned earlier, like micros too, and using the WeMix token to invest in other things. So thank you so much again for making time. It's been a pleasure. And yes, to our community, hope you guys catch us again in our next AMAs and live streams for everything Web3 crypto fintech at Coins.ph. Have a good evening, morning, or afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Thank you, everyone, and see you again. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.